Welcome to the Phobia Files with Taylor and Grace.
The podcast where we unpack our irrational fears, controversial opinions, wellness obsessions, and the things currently ruining our lives.
I just want some love, can you give me? I just wanna dance, can you shimmy? I just want the dance from the Benny Bennies. Nah, I don't need your hand, I just wanna see you dance, mama. I just want some love, can you give me?
Welcome back to the Phobia Files
With Grace and Taylor.
Woo! So tell me, it's Thursday. How's your week?
This week's been good. It's been good. I feel like it's been going really slow. We've had some little hiccups, drama, but for the most part, good. We'll just dive into my drama. So, I don't know if we talked about... Yes, last week we talked about us both kind of going through a little bit of a breakup.
Yeah.
And mine was good, ended well, I thought, and then I get a voice message yesterday, from this man, and he's just saying how he's been thinking about me, and he'll just be, doing his thing and thinking about, like, what's Taylor doing, and how he was, like, hoping I was doing well, which I feel like he definitely is hoping I'm not doing well.
Yeah. Which is code for I hope you hate your life, not that I'm not in it.
Yes, but I'm thriving. I'm so happy without him. Like, it's actually crazy. But yeah, it was just really weird. I was listening to it and absolutely, like, I was just kind of, like, uncomfortable with it. And so I just send the generic response back of, doing well, hope you're doing the same. Then he responds. It didn't need a response, but of course he responds.
Yeah, it was a closed message.
Exactly. But he responds, and it was like, can I ask you a question? And I'm like, sure. Which I should have not responded in that moment. I'm pulling up. I want to pull up the actual text.
But I get it. You're kind of like, well, we don't need to leave this on a bad note.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, okay, if there's like a little question about something, okay, yeah, like, I'll, but he wants feedback, like, and the way he worded it was very weird. Like, he said, okay, here it goes. What is it like to be on the other side of me? And I'm like, I think I know what he's saying, but I'm like, I'm not sure, so let me clarify,
because it's a very vague thing to say.
It's so weird to
other
word
side of me too. It's almost, you would think, a little sexual, but it's not.
Right.
But it's just a weird thing to say.
Exactly. Like, I would have thought, like, how are you without me? Well, I don't know. It just worded it different.
Anything he said was going to be weird.
Right. So I said, what do you mean? Then he responds, mind you, I'm at my Bible study, and I'm, like, trying to focus on what's going on, but also, like, getting these text messages.
And so you can't ignore them.
Yeah, I can't ignore them.
No.
My stomach just, like, drops, So then he responds and says, no problem. Take your time. Think about the question and respond when you have an answer. Okay? So don't respond for, like, literally probably 2 seconds. Then it was not very long, and he texted me.
Wait. We have to address that first.
Yeah.
Talking to you like you're a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Take your time. Like, he's your teacher.
Yeah.
Think about the question before you give me a dumbass answer.
Yes.
That is so condescending and rude. That's a condescending message.
Right. That itself is, but buckle your seatbelt, because the next one is even worse. Next text is, did you feel like I was 100% right and you were dumb in, like, a...
And you were dumb!
Ian's like a 3rd grader. So this is wild. Like, if I was asking somebody, hey, did I come off as a know-it-all, something like that, you could word it so many different ways. But to ask if I was 100% right, what does that even mean? And then you were dumb, like a 3rd grader. That
Wait, he's saying
disgusted
that
me.
like you're dumb. Like, you, Taylor, are dumb. Like,
Yes.
a 3rd grader.
Yes.
Isn't his daughter like 5 or 6?
She's 4.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, so you think...
I was literally so caught off guard, so disgusted. Like, I didn't even know what to say. And then he, like, texts me again and says, my pastor told me this tonight, that's why I'm sharing. it's okay to say yes or no.
His pastor told him that you're dumb like a third grader.
No, I don't know if I don't know. I'm not picking up what he's throwing down. I'm confused. But yeah, he just said, your response is important to me, please, whatever. I know it's late. And I don't
Your
respond.
response is important to me. You just told me I'm dumb and stupid.
Yeah. And I think where this is coming from is when he called me a liar. Well, honestly, I don't really know where it's coming from. Because we didn't really have, like, thinking
a rapport
back.
like that, yeah.
Thinking back to the conversations, I'm like, no, I honestly never felt stupid around him. I felt very smart. So, I'm not.
You're like, maybe I actually wish I would have felt a little bit dumber. Like, you were smarter than me.
Absolutely. I love a man that is so smart and can teach me things. But that's where I'm just super confused. And I almost, like, I mean, yeah, I'm done. I, like, deleted him off everything, blocked him on everything. But I'm just like, what is actually wrong with you?
I have no words for that.
I know. It just came at me kind of hard, too. I'm like, what? I'm confused.
I would die to know if he's, like, been trying to text you and call you. You know? I wish you could know. Yeah. Obviously, that's the whole point of blocking someone is not knowing. Yeah. But I'm like, I wish you could, like, look somewhere on your phone to see how many times he's texted and called you or something.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm curious if he knows that I blocked him on, like, social media and stuff, too. Because it's like, is he... I feel like
he doesn't go to your church, does he?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
He goes to a branch of it. But yeah. So that was my little drama of the week.
That's insane.
Which I don't care.
But it is jarring and shocking.
It's a little like, what the heck is wrong with you? And it's like, I actually want you to stay away from me.
That's crazy and shocking. And so glad that he revealed himself early because then you don't have to waste any time.
Yeah. This is actually one of my wisest decisions was to bring him into for other people to see him.
Well, to you see him interact with other people.
Yes. But he interacted weirdly once I left the room. I did not know. I thought everything was completely
what
fine.
did the girls say
about him? They thought he was really sweet, very charismatic, but so intense. Like, I left the room to go work, and apparently he's drilling Camilla with questions.
About what?
About how long she's worked there, and he must have said, like, what have you learned? And just, like, asking, like, crazy questions.
What have you learned? You want me to describe my whole job to you?
Yeah, it's weird. And then he told me post this day that he was trying to basically, like, evangelize and talk about Jesus with people, which, again, I told you, this is not, like, you don't come into my workplace. If it naturally comes up, that's one thing. You don't come into my workplace, and they are believers. Like, Camilla is a believer. The girls are believers, so it's like...
But it doesn't matter. It's work.
Exactly.
It's
you
so
don't
inappropriate.
come in and try to, like, push anything on anyone unless it naturally comes up. But, like, I felt bad. I didn't know that, though. I saw the interactions. Everything was fine. He was, like, bubbly, all the things. And then... after I had given him a B6 shot, and he felt great, he said a couple hours later. And then that night, he called me on the phone, and he's blaming me for being in a bad mood. Because he said, the shot did it. I'm so sensitive. I told you I was so sensitive.
First of all, if you're a man and you ever say the words out loud, I'm sensitive, immediately you're done.
Yeah.
And B6's function is literally to create dopamine, which makes you happy. So no, you're wrong.
I know.
You're wrong. That's not right.
Yeah. And then he just, like, was saying, like, when I ended things, he was just, I've been under attack. I've been going through a lot. We all go through a lot.
Who's attacking him?
Like, he's thinking spiritually. He's saying
it's giving.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
It's giving. It's been a dark time, but I'm a fighter.
Exactly.
What is wrong with these men? You're under attack spiritually. Get over it.
I
didn't ask. It's a B6 shot.
Yeah. I thought I was doing a favor, but no. Like, it's just so insane.
If you really thought you were so sensitive, you should have said no.
Yeah. But that just goes to show, like, again, bringing somebody around other people, seeing them in a different setting, seeing what other people see in him, it's good because you can become blind. And on paper, on a resume, fantastic, amazing, sweet, all the things. Even in person, personality is fantastic. I think he fools a lot of people, but I think he's slightly narcissistic.
Yeah, totally.
And so, yeah. But good riddance.
Good riddance.
I am super not about that life, so.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't imagine just, like, texting someone something like that.
Yeah.
And, like...
And like, literally out of, like, there was no context to even, like, texting.
Also to be like, my pastor told me to say this.
No, I think...
Come on.
I don't know the situation with the pastor. I don't think he has a great relationship, though.
I think he's just saying that.
Yeah.
He's just saying that to make you feel some type of way about it. Like, oh, the pastor knows. Like...
I don't care. Like, good. The whole church can know.
Tell everyone. Tell everyone.
And that's another reason, like, sometimes I think, okay, is it me? Am I the problem in relationships? But I just would like him to know that he's the problem. He is
I think
the problem.
you blocking him probably saying that message.
Sending a big, yeah.
Unless he's like, he probably made up some story in his head about how he's perfect and you blocked him because you're an idiot and you're dumb.
Well, maybe he doesn't even know he's blocked because the one guy that I blocked, he thought I just, like, deleted my Instagram and stuff.
Right.
And I blocked his phone number and he never said anything about that. So, I don't really know.
That's like the opposite of what happened to me one time. I got blocked and called the guy out for it and he said he deleted his Instagram and I was like, no, because you saw his Instagram.
Yeah.
On your suggested to follow. And he's like, no, I deleted my Instagram. No, you blocked me.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Also, it's so weird to block somebody and then think about it later and go unblock them. That's kind of fun. Like, interesting. Like, what
but
makes
I'm like,
you think?
Okay,
hey.
I think because he broke up with his girlfriend and he wants to see
up to.
Yeah, he wants to know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's like one of my ex-boyfriends followed you and then was like, it's because we're friends. I'm like, what? No, you want to know what I'm doing. Plot twist, you don't post on Instagram, so
literally. I never let him follow me. He still doesn't.
He still brings it up. Actually, when I saw him when he watched Cha Cha, he was like, "Did Taylor tell you what happened?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I saw her at church again." And I was like, "You don't live in where we live anymore. You live like an hour away."
Yeah.
And he's like, "It was right before I left. I saw her." I was like, "Okay." He's like, "She didn't tell you?" I'm like, "No, she probably didn't see you."
No, I remember what he said. He said hi to me. He actually said hi to me.
Aww,
instead of
that's
ignoring
nice.
me. Yeah.
Instead of ignoring me. He's like, "You guys didn't talk about it?" And I'm like, "No."
My bad, Bo. My bad.
You should have said something. You should have made it a whole... Yeah. Uh-oh, we're name dropping in here. Okay, so that's cool and fun, and I'm glad that's over.
Me too.
So now I'll talk about what happened to me this week. So
today.
Yeah, I was depressed and sad, and then I thought, I think there's something wrong with me, and I was talking to my mom about this, and she was like, you should really dive deeper into this. She was like, just because you don't like something doesn't mean you need to change everything in your entire life. And I was like, never clocked that one before. Never.
Yeah.
Not a thought I've ever had. She was right. She was definitely right. So then, we talked it through. I actually felt really good about it. She gave me a lot of her time and attention because she was, like, stuck at an airport, like, with her flight delayed for literally 5 hours. So she, like, never wants to talk to me for that long because she's, like, a busy woman doing all the things. We talked for a long time. And I actually felt so much better after that. I was like, she's right.
That's good.
It is what it is.
That's good.
It's literally everything's fine, whatever. And honestly, besides the fact that, I guess I shouldn't say this. I had to reach out to someone for a procedural issue due to insurance and other types of things. Otherwise, haven't thought about him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, all I had to do was cry about it for like one full day. Mm-hmm. And then I actually I'm like, and here's the thing, I'm not scared to be authentic. If I was still sad, I would say it. Mm-hmm. I actually don't give a fuck at all.
Good.
Like, I literally don't care. I don't think about him at all. I don't think about texting him. I don't, like, miss. But I did really bad for, like, 7 days. It was terrible, and I cried a lot about it. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I mean, what was I going to do? Be a stepmom and move to Boston? Like, that was not going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it could have happened, but it's like, that would have been a lot.
Yeah.
That would have been an intense choice. So, anyway, yeah, so all good about that now. And then on Tuesday, I was coming to work, and I wanted to come to work late because the reason actually is I went to work out in the morning, and then I wanted to curl my hair. And I wasn't going to have enough time to curl my hair and get to work on time and get coffee. So I said, you know what I have to do is I have to go to work late. I think, anyway, it doesn't matter. No one needs to know about that. Don't tell anyone. No, it doesn't matter. I'm the boss. It doesn't matter. Okay, anyway. So I go to my...
cares if you're there or not. Like, nobody... Like, we love you there, but we don't care if you're late, if you leave early.
No, I know, but to me, I'm like, I don't want them to not have help. Like, I want to help them. Because every time the girls come to me and tell me about someone who was mean to them and I wasn't there, I feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, I feel sad that I, like, wasn't able to help them because I, like, care about them so much. So then I always, whenever I'm not there, I'm, like, worried that, like, somebody is, like, getting yelled at or that somebody has to do something that's hard, which, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just because I care.
Yeah.
And I worry about them. Because then when I get there, they're all like... this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and I'm like, are you guys okay? And they're like, no. And then everyone's moody, and I'm like, should I have been here the whole time? Like, I'm, like, worried about you guys now.
That's funny.
You know, because they always do that.
That's true.
I get there, and then they unload on me, and I'm like, should I have done something different? Like, I should have been here for you guys or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's good for them to figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that I don't feel guilty, like, I need to be there to report to anybody. I just feel bad that, like, they have to, like, especially, like, I guess since we're name dropping, Camilla, like, she literally gets so sad. And then I feel sad that she's sad, and then I'm like, I should have been there to help her.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're growing, though.
Yeah, so...
everyone's evolving.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I go to my favorite coffee shop, and I get my coffee, and I get a whole milk latte with honey. Okay? That's my usual order. Mm-hmm. They didn't put the honey in it, and I love the honey because they use this specific type of, like, they get honey. It's just a good type of honey. Mm-hmm. I can't have a coffee without the honey. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I walk in, and I've been saying, I said last week, I want to meet a cowboy firefighter. Mm-hmm. Okay? Yes, so I walk in, I see a fire. It's not like the fire truck, but it's like a fire car. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like a truck, but not the big truck. Like a small pickup truck. Mm-hmm. Fire. Yeah. Okay. So I'm like, ooh, it's a firefighter in there. And then I walk in, and there's this big man, and I'm like, ooh, a firefighter. I'm standing behind him, and I'm like, I clock it, but I'm like, you know, whatever. And he's standing in front of me, gets his coffee, turns around, looks straight at me, and, like, stops. And I'm like, hey, how are you? And he's like, I'm good, how are you? And I was like, good. And then he just keeps walking, and then I get my coffee and whatever. And we're, like, sitting far apart from each other, and then I don't know why I'm going into so much detail about this, but I'm like, it's kind of fun. I'm like, okay, then they call my name. They say, Grace, coffee for Grace. And I stand up and I get it, and I'm like, why is there you know that moment when you, like, swipe your card and you get the coffee, and then the coffee comes and you're like, ah,
yes.
Why is that literally so much fun?
I don't know. I love it too. It's like the little things in life. Makes my day. I'm
like,
do
for
it
Grace, that's me.
I've been chosen.
I'm like, yes. Okay, so then I stand up, I get it, and I'm, like, all excited because it's, like, the best moment of my day. Mm-hmm. And he's standing right where the straws are, like, kind of, like, perched on the side. Mm-hmm. And we're, like, 1 foot away from each other, so we're super close. And I look at him, and I'm like, hi. Because he's staring at me. Yeah. And he's like, hi, Grace. And we start talking, and he's like, what are you doing today? And I'm like, oh, I'm just, like, procrastinating going to work. And he goes, why? It's going to be a great day. And he goes, what do you do for work? And I'm like, oh, I've run 2 med spas. And he's like, oh, you run 2 businesses? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that is so impressive. You're amazing. And I'm like, period. I'm like, thank you.
I know.
I'm like, okay, thanks. That's awesome. And he's like, you're going to have an amazing day at work. Go crush it. And I'm like, okay, great. So then I get in my car, I drive away, I'm 2 lights down, I take a sip, and I realize this isn't what I wanted. And I'm like, can I push through and drink this coffee that doesn't have the honey? Can't do it. Nope, can't do it. So I turn around, I go back, I pull up like 2 spots away from the fire truck, and I get out, and he's sitting in there with his little patrol things on. You know how they do the little, like, they have the, like, walkie-talkie and, like, all the things going. Yeah. And he's sitting in there, and he's like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's doing something. And I go in, and I get the honey, and that girl, Sandra, well, you don't go to my public ones.
I know who you're talking about, though.
Sandra was in a bad mood because the POS system wasn't working. And I felt for her. I was like, I would jump off a cliff if I was at work right now and I couldn't check people out because she can't make money. It's like, and I'm pretty sure it's her business. I'm pretty sure she's the owner.
Yeah.
Because she acts like she owns that place.
She loves her life, though. I feel like.
No, I think she was, okay, yeah, probably, but she was miserable that day. Yeah. And I felt bad for her. So she's pissed at me for wanting honey. Okay, Sandra, it's totally fine. I'll get the honey myself. I get the honey, I squirt my honey, I go back outside. And then I hear a, Grace! And I'm like, it's firefighter. Daddy firefighter. In his truck.
Daddy.
And I go over there and swear to God, his skin is like so fresh and like no wrinkles. He is wearing a hat, so I'm not sure if he has gray hair or not. And he's in uniform and he's big. Like he's like in great shape and he's super sweet and all the things. I'm thinking he's 37, which is in my new age range. 10 years older than me is totally fine. I'm thinking maybe 36. Like, I don't know. He looks young. And we're talking. He's like, made him 2 of his order. So he's like, I have lunch for you. So sweet. Gives it to me. And he's just like asking me some more questions about myself. And he keeps talking about like how impressed he is with me. And I'm like, is it because I look really young? Like, I have a job. It's not that impressive. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I have a job. Cool. Yeah, like, and you know what? The other girls here, they don't work. So maybe that is impressive.
So or they have OnlyFans.
Or they're like a hostess, not to hate on these people, but they're a hostess at a restaurant and then like daddy pays their bills.
Yeah, so true.
Like daddy sexually or daddy actual father is like, so they're not like really working at restaurants is a real job, but like they're not, okay, I'm just going to leave. You guys know what I mean. Okay, anyway. And I'm like, is it because I look really young? And he's like, well, how old are you? And I was like, I told him, said I'm 27. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, how old are you?
Yeah, you gotta throw that out there. You gotta know.
52.
That's insane.
52. 52. And he is the, whatever, I forget the word, battalion, something, which means whatever job is, you oversee multiple fire stations. Okay, so he's like the boss of the firefighters, right? And he's being kind of borderline inappropriate. You know what I mean? And, and after I learned he was
duty.
Yeah, after I learned he's 52, he's like, you know, you need to work hard and save your money now so that you can have a good life later. And I'm like, I don't believe in that. I believe in live, laugh, loving every second of the day. What if I die tomorrow? I wanted the coffee today, and I told him I get this coffee every day because I love it. And he's like, you can make coffee at home. And I said, don't speak to me that way. I'm like, I have nothing to lose here. Don't talk to me that way. I don't like that. And of course, then he's all turned on and stuff. He's like, ooh, yeah, I like her. But he's like, yeah, you know, I love to travel. And this is what the older men do. The last guy I dated did the same thing. I love to travel. I love Europe. I love to go to Spain and California and freaking Japan and whatever. And he's like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like, I'll pay for you to travel with me. Don't care. I have 120,000 Amex flight points. Bet you didn't know that. I don't need your money. I'll sign up for another credit card and get more Amex points.
There you go.
But I'm like, okay. And I tell him about the podcast and stuff, and then he puts it on his phone, and he has some fucking weird phone with like the Android thing. I can't type on his phone. And he follows it and stuff. And then he's like, who's Taylor? And I'm like, well, Taylor's my friend. And he's like, well, how do you know her? I'm like, why are you asking me so many questions? And I'm like, we work together. And he's like, you work together? I'm like, yeah. Other people work at where I work. He's like, and you have a podcast? I'm like, yes. Okay, we already discussed this. Obviously, you understand. So then we're chit-chatting, and he's like, so I have a house in the Bahamas. I'm like, cool. He's like, I'm what? He's from the Bahamas. I don't know what word that is. Bahamian? I don't know. He's from the Bahamas. Okay. And I'm like, okay, great. And he's like, do you want to come stay in my house?
Without you? Yes.
Hey, we met 10 minutes ago. No. I said, can I bring Taylor? And he literally goes, I forgot to tell you this part. I said, can I bring Taylor? And he said, well, how old is Taylor? I said, she's also 27. And he goes, does she like to drink? And I was like, sometimes. And he's like, and I was like, you didn't ask me if I like to drink. And he goes, well, you seem like you do. I was like, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. He's like, yeah, you guys can both come. And then he's like, gonna ask me for my number. And I was giving like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And he asked me for my business card. And I was like, I don't carry business cards.
Yeah.
And then I converted the conversation. I was like, you should bring the firehouse in and we'll all do NAD. And he's like, how much does that cost? I'm like, we don't need to talk about price right now. I just need you to come in and bring all your firefighter friends and stuff. And anyway, the whole point of the story is basically that the dating pool is scary.
It is scary. It is scary. And he might be listening to this right now.
Oh my god, yeah, because he follows the podcast. I didn't even think about that. Wait, I feel like he'll be flattered.
Yeah,
I feel like he'll be flattered. And you know what? You should know that you shouldn't ask girls 15 minutes after meeting them to come to your house in the Bahamas. This is a good learning lesson for you.
But like you, he had nothing to lose either.
True. What if I was a gold digging, opportunist? Nothing wrong with that.
And yeah, maybe he would be okay with that.
And you know what? He can't sex traffic me because he's a firefighter. And it would be bad for him.
It would be bad for him regardless of whether he was a firefighter.
Yeah, the other 50-year-old who has tried to date me, who owns the business next door, actually told me that the police officer who held us up in your car could go to jail.
Yeah, which is
for a false. It's like whatever the word is, like when you have no reason to pull someone over.
Yeah. So actually, let's explain this story. Okay, so we're at Trader Joe's. Wait, were you wrapped up with your story?
Yeah.
Okay. So we go to Trader Joe's after work because we have some things to pick up.
And I don't have my car at the time.
Yeah. And yeah, I had to pick you up and take you to work and whatever and home. So yeah, we do our thing. This man is in Trader Joe's.
He's outside on duty.
I thought he was in there and then he saw you inside.
No, he was in his car.
Okay.
In the police car.
Okay.
Watching.
Okay. So crazy. We go out of Trader Joe's to my car, walk to my car, get in my car, and he comes up to your side.
Well, first I'm like, I see him, and I'm like, I made a joke, remember? I made a joke about him coming up to us.
Yeah.
Thinking, like, he wasn't there. Why would he do that? It's so crazy.
Right. But roll down my window, actually get, like, I don't know, I was a little nervous, but yeah, what did he say? Like,
he tapped on the window.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, did you know you parked illegally or something like
that?
And I didn't know, like...
I think he said, you can't be here.
Yeah, something to that. But there was a car, like, I remember to the side, and I was like, okay, did I do something? Like, is that a problem?
That's
like,
not our car.
Yeah, I was, like, so confused, and I, like, actually was like, okay, I can't believe somebody would actually be, like, joking, so I'm, like, a little alarmed of, like, did I actually do something wrong? Because he was serious.
I think you, like, your tags were also close to being needing renewed or something.
Yeah.
So I think you were, like, thinking about that.
Yeah. There were so many possibilities. I was like, what the actual, And then what did he even say to you?
He's like, I'm like looking at him and I can't really see him. I remember because of the sun. And he's like, this is illegal. Like we inquired. Like you were like, I'm so sorry. You were like, I don't know what's going on, concerned, like trying to be respectful and stuff. And had kind of inquired multiple times at that point, like, going on, like,
Yeah.
And he's, says it's illegal, and I think I was like, what's like what? Yeah. What is legal? And he's like, it's illegal for you to be sitting in this car looking that good.
Which, mind you, this man was, I don't even know, like
5'6".
Yeah, like braces, and just
honestly disgusting looking in the face.
Looks like he never washes his face or brushes his teeth. That's the vibe I was getting. Or
and he's short.
And he's short. Yeah. So that whole situation was kind of crazy.
Well, then I was like,
He looked at your hand. He looked for a wedding ring, didn't he?
Yeah, and he goes, I don't see a ring on your finger. Do I have a shot with you? And I remember saying, I said, no, you don't have a shot with me. And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay. And he said something else. He made some other comment, and then he, let us go.
So crazy. This whole episode is just going to be our dating story.
I know, the people who are supposed to be serving and protecting
are just horn dogs.
Are horny and they're inappropriate.
Yeah. I mean, this is the problem, like, being... And I'm not saying women don't do it to men, too, but, like, men...
I don't think women are doing these things.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, the things men say is just insane. They have no... Especially down here. There are no boundaries. There's no...
No, nothing. And that's what I was talking to my mom about. And my mom, like, she gets it because she's traveled a lot, and I think she knows people who, like, have homes here from where we're from and, like, just all that kind of stuff. And she's like, Grace, that's just who lives there. So, like, kind of is what it is. She's like, it's not going to be, it's definitely not impossible for you to meet someone, but it's going to be very difficult. Given especially the specific area we live in, I don't really know there aren't really other young people really that live in our, like, neighborhoods.
Yeah.
There's some that live here, like, in my apartment complex, but not a lot.
I feel like you have to go into West Palm. West Palm is, like, but then it's, like, yeah. It just kind of can be, it's just picking through them.
Right. And it's a little bit of a trek to get there. I mean, not really. It's, like, 20 minutes, but
yeah,
still, it's not.
I think there are a lot of good guys. It's just... The bad ones, it's like when you go to a restaurant that you love and you have amazing experiences every single time, and then you have one bad experience, you'll remember that bad experience. So it's like there's a lot of really good guys, but it's just like there's a couple bad ones that just give you that, like, bad taste in your mouth, and then it's like you get frustrated with it. Because, I mean, look at your ex-boyfriends. You've loved all of your ex-boyfriends. They're amazing.
But they're not from here.
I agree. But I do think that... I think it's, like, an okay area. It's hard.
Well, I think all the men genuinely think they can throw money at you and get what they want.
I agree.
And maybe that's true, like, for everyone else. They are just doing that, and then they're getting what they want. Or they want you to morph exactly into their life. Like, the guy you're dating, he's like, perfect, so now you're going to be part of my life. And you're like, well,
yeah,
I have a life too.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not all about you. Actually, it's all about me.
That's the thing, too. Well, and I think with the older men, they have money, so they're like, why not go after the younger ones? And then they just use that, like, dominance thing. And honestly, they probably 8 times out of 10, they probably do get these girls, too. And they get to do whatever they want. They get to use their money. They get live their best life.
They travel.
Sleep with them. All the things. And then whenever they're ready, it's, like, disposable.
Right. And there's a million more.
Yeah.
And the girls are treating the guys the same way. They have a roster of them.
Yeah.
And they just, when they get what they want, they sort of move on to the next. And the culture here is so... like that, and it's very challenging.
Yeah. I mean, before I moved down here, people did say, like, dating in South Florida is so hard and all the things, and I didn't really understand. But then again, like, where I'm originally from, dating's horrible.
It's just different hard.
Yeah, because there's, like, literally nobody. And then, I mean...
So I was getting so homesick for Arizona because... that's not my experience there at all. It's like a place where there's lots of people who are in their early 30s and late 20s who all are, you know, great and outdoorsy and wholesome people and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, there is no place that's perfect, and if you can meet anyone, anywhere, at any time, doing anything. It's not... It is a lot of it's just up to chance, I think, of just running into people.
I agree.
So...
you just have to put yourself in certain situations.
That's why I want to join that gym that's in West Palm.
Yeah.
Too, partially because I am thinking that there's just... It's going to just be around younger men and women to hopefully just sort of bump into more people like that.
Right. And people that have, like, the same mindset on, like, health and wellness and fitness and all the things. Mm-hmm. So that'll be good. Yeah, dating is tough. I would love to. We should do, like you said, we did the Reddit thing. Is that what it's called? Uh-huh. And then, yeah, once we get followers, people can
write in their dating stories.
Because it's so, I mean, we have, like, kind of interesting experiences. Also, like, in our job, we have guys that, like, ask us out.
And they're...
Yeah. Especially,
a lot of them are horrifying.
Yeah. Especially, we have one client who's kind of, like, obsessed and always just, like, making comments. And then we ran into him at dinner the one night.
Yeah.
And he, like, trauma dumped on us. And that was insane.
It was actually traumatizing.
Yeah.
And he's telling us about how... He's telling us at dinner, which we actually went to dinner alone.
Yes.
And
to a nice restaurant, a fun restaurant.
Yeah, and then he ended up paying for it, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And then we sort of... Well, we didn't really have dinner. We sort of just had, like, sushi. And I don't think I really ate because I wasn't hungry yet. Because I had eaten late that day. And then, yeah, we went to go get actual food after because this bar was closed. And he's telling us how he spends $20,000, $30,000 to have sex with hookers. He's telling us that verbatim. He's not hiding it. He's being really, like, straightforward about it. And why would I ever want to hang out with you?
That's what...
Ever.
It's so, like... First of all, I don't understand why.
Didn't he ask you to go to the Bahamas with him?
He, like, mentioned it.
Yeah, and then he asked me out on a date, and kind of. He's like, we could get dinner tonight. What the hell does that even mean?
Yeah, what was his response to that?
I said I could use a pepperoni pizza at home alone. No. Okay. That's crazy. Go lay down. Lay down. And he didn't respond. But then when I saw him Wednesday, he said that he went and got a pepperoni pizza because I said that, and he get this, he got an entire bottle of wine and drank it alone at dinner by himself. He's an alcoholic too, obviously.
He's an alcoholic.
That goes without saying, obviously.
Yeah, drugs, sex, all the things.
Yeah, and why would we...
Crazy.
Why would we want that? Why would I want to be a part of that?
It's so depressing.
It's so sad. He's crying. He basically was crying at dinner telling us how he has no reason to live. This is what these men are thinking. They have no reason to live. They're looking for anything. They're so devoid of meaning in their life. They're like, and women are so, especially young women, lively and all the things, like just full of life and energy, and that they're just trying to siphon it.
Yeah.
They want it. They want it, and they want to exchange it for money because,
that's all they have.
Young women don't have as much money typically, but it's life force is way more valuable than money. Mm-hmm. I'm not trading that for anything. Hell no.
No, it's so interesting. And then he throws in, because I went on dates with his friend, he throws in comments all the time about, I was with your boyfriend. I was with your boyfriend.
Stop.
I know, it's so gross. But it makes me think, like, there's so many 40, 50, 60-year-old men out there that are just doing this.
The 40-year-old divorcees, you guys need to pull it together. My God, you're out here trying to ruin people's lives. Now I know. Even if you're a young 40, a young 41 potentially. Nope. Not gonna happen. A newly 41. Nope. Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
There is... It's so hard. It's just the allure, and like if you get along with them really great, and even if you're not participating in that sort of like a dynamic, it's still a 41-year-old divorcee. It's not gonna work.
It's hard because like when you're mature at our age, then that like fits. Like it makes sense because it's like, oh, they're mature, like it just clicks. But yeah, then once it starts actually like real life hits, it's not.
You don't have to better.
I want to.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's just, honestly, it's a super...
You're so cute.
It's a problem, but I'm excited for the future. Actually, Chris literally told me, he's like, Grace, you just need to come out with the gays. You're going to love the gays. Like, Maybe you guys have some good friends.
Literally.
Good straight male friends. I'm sure they don't. But maybe potentially they do.
That's so funny that he said that.
Yeah.
Where do they go?
They just go, I don't know where they go.
I would be interested.
He told me one time, but then I don't know. I don't like to pry too much. Mm-hmm. I like to keep it, somewhat professional. But I don't know where they're going and what they're doing.
You guys go out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. But I'm hoping this whole, I also want to go to the horny fitness events.
Yeah. Yes.
I know they're just there for, cha-cha, go lay down. I know now.
She's like, are you...
No! Hey! Did you see how she tried to come and get you? She tried to come for your toes. Yeah, you're in trouble. Look at her. Now she looks like I beat her. Doesn't she look? Her face yes. looks like I beat her. I don't beat my dog. She's so spoiled.
Oh.
The grumbles. Wait, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I want to go to the horny fitness events. I want to see what types of horny 30-year-old men are.
Yes. Yeah, so I forgot about that. But that was good because I do like the idea that when you check in, they literally ask you single, date, taken, or looking for friends. So you get to decide what you're looking for. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because after I broke up with that guy, I went through this phase for a couple days when I was depressed where I was like, I'm never dating ever again until I meet my husband. And now that I'm not depressed anymore, I'm like, actually, I do want to date. I'm just going to do it with a lot of discretion.
Yeah. I think you should be open to dating because you just never know what that's going to open up to. And like I said, it's fun. Yeah. You get to look cute. You get to go to dinner. You have fun experiences. You said you were missing those fun experiences.
Yeah, except for, my only callback to, dating, because I have dated prior in South Florida. But my only recent date since my last actual breakup, not the breakup light, was that guy in Fort Lauderdale who asked me out, and he's a BMW salesperson. Very charismatic, very cute. Didn't see him standing up though. He was sitting on a bar stool. I was standing, and he was like my height while he's sitting on the bar stool. And he was very persistent, very charismatic. Honestly, a great sales pitch. So I wanted to give him a shot. And the date was good, except for he talked about his mom 6 times.
Which is
crazy.
Yeah.
First date, pretend you don't have a mom. We don't need to hear about her. Ever. Unless it's like her birthday that day, and you're like, yeah I gotta call my mom after this because it's her birthday. Then I never want to hear about your mom again until date 5.
Yeah.
And then I get in my car. He opens the door, which is sweet. And, so first we walk up to the car. And he goes in for the kiss. And I do a hard swerve to the right. Hug. And he goes, you just swerved me. I said,
exactly.
Yes. I literally said, yes.
During the date, were you giving any, were you body language towards him?
So we were sitting across from each other. So there, of course, isn't. But I'm wearing a skirt, so I'm, crossed legs off to the side. Mm-hmm. And I have my arms open on, the armrests of the chair, but I'm not leaning in. Yeah. We didn't hold hands. We didn't even, I can't remember if we even hugged when.
Okay.
No, I don't think we did, because I don't think he wanted me to see him standing up. Because he was my height.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I just feel like even during a first date, men should pick up on signs. I don't think you should force a first date kiss in general.
No.
You'll know if there is a reason for it. You'll know. A woman will give all the signs. If we're sitting near each other, I will be angled towards you. I might put my hand on you. Yeah. I might be super flirty.
Lean in. Yeah.
Looking at your eyes, smiling, all the things. It's if I'm not giving that inclination, do not.
Yeah.
That's gross.
No, it's gross. My first 3 dates with my ex-boyfriend, we didn't kiss. 3 dates. And then it was our 4th date. I was because I wasn't ready. And he was so respectful. He's the greatest guy ever. But, so I sit in the car, opens the car door, I sit in, and he gets his whole self in the driver's seat and comes in, and I'm leaning back, but I have nowhere to go. I'm sitting in my car. And I'm not going to shove him away because it wasn't that serious where I was going to push
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that would have been really awkward. I don't know. And it wasn't, I don't know. And puts his face in and kisses me. And then goes and smirks at me. And I'm like, that wasn't even a good. It was like this on the lips. I'm like, that wasn't even worth it. Like, if we're going to have a kiss on the first date, I want it to be a good kiss.
Yeah.
Like,
of course.
A good kiss, not a. No first kiss should just be like that.
That's gross.
It should be like something more like meaningful than that. Or special. Like,
it was
bad.
even more special to me than that. It sounds like I love when like a man like hugs you, like especially people of like different cultures, like they have that background of they hug you and they kiss you on the cheek.
Yeah.
And some of it's like so genuine and sweet.
And it's sweet.
And it's like we just met and you're kissing me on the cheek and it's just like out of like actual just
affection.
You're a woman and I'm gonna take care of. Yeah, they're just so sweet. And then opening the car door.
No, you
like,
want something from me.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Not like a forced like.
I know, it was so bad. Obviously, we didn't go on another date. He kept asking me to hang out, and I did say we can hang out as friends because he's a cool guy, and I was like, we can be friends, and then he never responded.
Yeah.
So that's my only experience, really.
Yeah.
But he was 33.
Yeah.
So he was in the age range.
See, that's what's so interesting is like, I've gotten to the point where age just like doesn't even matter because I've met younger guys, good men, like just not where I needed them to be. And then I've met older guys where I'm like, you are absolutely horrible. Like it's okay. So I think I told you about the one guy who I think was 34, that I went on a date with and I met him at the beach.
Oh no, he was terrible.
Yeah, he was terrible. Trauma dumping, telling me all about his life story on the first date, which there was only one date. And then when he, at the end, like, he wanted to kiss me so bad, he walks me to my car, wants to kiss me so bad, wants to, like, continue talking, like, will not stop talking about his family and his life, and we're just standing there, and I'm like, okay, I want to go.
Yeah.
Go to just, like, give him a hug so we can, like, close the thing, and he buries his face into my neck, because he tried to kiss me, but I, like, swerved.
Yeah.
So he just, like, it was awkward, so
Ew.
he was, like, just literally burying his face into my neck.
Ew.
Yeah. And I'm like, it was honestly probably worse. Like, I would rather have, I don't even
Just
know.
had a 10-second, or not 10 second,
like
1 second kiss and be done.
Yeah. Versus, like, a little cringy, like, nestling into my neck. Like,
ew.
Yeah. And you could tell he was
and
so
that's actually
too.
More intimate, too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He was so embarrassed. But I mean, obviously he did it himself, but you could tell he was, like, uncomfortable because then he got really weird.
Well, I think as a man, you shouldn't be going in for a first kiss if you are not 100% certain. Yeah. I've actually had a lot of men I've dated, they wouldn't kiss me first because they were so respectful and that we were friends first, though. Yeah. So they just wouldn't cross the boundary. They wanted it to be my choice.
I like that. I like that a
And
lot.
then after the first kiss, obviously, I didn't initiate after that. Yeah. But I think that's kind of how it should be, especially if you're friends. And if you're on a first date, if the girl's not all over you, you should not be kissing them.
I totally agree.
All over you.
I totally agree. That just shows respect. Like, if you just, let it go, you should open the door, kiss them maybe on the cheek, goodnight, and
that's it.
Not expecting to go into apartment, not expecting any of that.
No.
Like, it should just be very...
No, in the guy that I broke up with recently, the boyfriend, Light, he and I, on our first date, our chemistry was kind of insane. And it was like, I wanted to hold his hand. I wanted to sit, we were sitting at a bar and I wanted to sit so close to him. And, like, we were, like, talking really close. Like, it was everything. Like, when we were walking, he put his arm around me and I was, like, super into it. So we made out and that was very the vibe. Mm-hmm.
It's so
But
obvious.
it was so... I couldn't have been more clear.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been more clear.
See,
and he picked up on that, obviously.
Yeah. I would rather... Like, I've been on dates where I've been like that, too, and they still didn't kiss me, which was good, though. It was still very, like, okay, this is respectful. This is very sweet. I'm like, maybe I should have been a little bit more, but then after that, it was, like, fine. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, the chemistry... We've talked about this before because I've dated really good men who I was like, oh, they're checking all the boxes, amazing, but lacked chemistry. And I was like, no, the chemistry will grow, which it definitely can. Yeah. But when you do have the chemistry and everything else falls into place, I'm like, why would I have ever settled for this? Like, no, I need there to be all of the feelings and like.
Yeah, I think it should be chemistry, but it shouldn't feel like anxiety and butterflies.
Exactly.
It should feel like attraction, but very calm.
I
and
agree.
Steady.
Yes,
and
at peace, kind of like
homey.
Yeah.
Calm.
That's the one thing too. We talked about this, like how your body can like reject or accept a man. And I was saying I was with a man that I was like, I didn't like him like really at all. Honestly, we were more friends, but he like just wanted to constantly. He was more interested, obviously, than I was. I just wanted to be friends, but he wanted to like eat my face, and so we would like kiss. And he started, like, breaking out badly. Like, his face was, like, peeling.
And it hadn't before?
No. It hadn't. And I think it was maybe it was my makeup. Maybe it was, like, something. I don't know. But truly, like, our bodies were rejecting each other. And I've also had it where I was just, like, so anxious around somebody. Like, I thought it was, like, you know, oh, I just really like him. But I'm like, no, this is anxiety. This is my body telling me.
Yeah, that's how I started to feel at the end with the other guy.
Yeah.
I was so anxious all the time.
And pheromones are such a real thing. It's like you are attracted to people that you could genetically make like a good child with.
Yeah.
And that's when people, like when girls say they could smell their like man's like armpits and be like so obsessed with it. That's real. That is so real. And it's like vice versa.
Yeah.
You don't get icked out. Some men, they could literally shit on me and I would be fine.
Yeah, my ex-boyfriend, I would like wait for him to come home from the gym and be like, don't shower.
I want to smell you.
Yeah, because I was just so obsessed with him. I was like, I love it.
Yeah.
That's just because you're just super compatible and like really, really into them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, okay, you know what I want you to talk about is, not like in detail, but I want you to tell our 3 listeners about my most recent, I guess, I don't know what to call him. I wish I could say his name. What should I reference him as? I need a reference point. I could call him, I'm trying to think of a good name. Let's call him David.
Okay.
No, I hate that.
No, can we call him like Doctor?
No! I wish I could bleep that out, but I don't want to do enough editing. We should call him like some like weird, what's like a really weird name? We call him Arthur. Okay, Arthur, the guy who I just broke up with, but not the boyfriend. The boyfriend and Arthur are different. The boyfriend was a serious situation. We lived together and we were very in love. This guy, we only saw each other for a couple months and it was very, well, anyway, we don't need to get into it. So Arthur has a friend.
Oh. I forgot.
You forgot about him? What should we call him? Ernie.
Okay.
Okay.
Ernie.
Arthur's friend Ernie came to South Florida.
Yes.
Down from the Northeast.
Yes.
And this man, what did he do? We don't have to talk about that part. Just like just the weekend in general.
Actually, before I forget to tell you this, thinking of him, I actually last night, while I was blocking a couple people, I went through and deleted every man that I have had a thing with. I like unfollowed them.
Their contact?
I unfollowed. No, I don't. That's actually a good thing. I should do that. But no, I unfollowed everyone on social media because I was like, you know what? I need to prepare myself for my husband and I don't want to be disrespectful. So, and I'm just clearing everything out. I literally had to think, I'm like, am I missing? I may still be missing people, but,
well,
yeah,
then
it felt really good.
They don't need to be cleared out if you can't even remember them.
But there are still
cleared.
some people that I was like, you know what? I don't really need to see this. So I'm just going to delete.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels good now. But, okay, so Ernie, is that his name? Okay. So, yes, this man came down to, because we had our birthday planned and, you know, they were both going to come down. We were going to have a fun little boat day, go out, whatever. Mm-hmm. And this man was interested in me, and we had texted and talked a little bit on the phone prior, but then you had your man situation, a little bit of falling out. So then Ernie comes down by himself.
Woo! Ernie in Palm Beach! Let's go!
And, oh my gosh. So, mind you, like, I feel in the conversations and everything leading up, such a good man, such good qualities, Really funny, really sweet.
I was like, he is so much better than Arthur.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, okay.
Yeah. He was saying and doing all the right things. He was making plans for us. He was like funding it was just one thing after another.
But he's so nice.
Yes.
Too. It wasn't just that, yeah.
Yeah, he's so nice. But he gets here and what did we do the first night? I was off on Friday. So I go to the hotel that he's staying at. It's a resort. We hang out. Instantly, though, when I meet him, I'm just not getting the vibe. It's very robotic. It's very, like...
Was it awkward when you first met?
It was awkward, but, like, also I feel like I could talk to pretty much anyone.
It'd be fine.
And so it warmed up. Yeah. But we, like, lay out by the pool, and he's super sweet. We got some drinks and stuff. I think the drinks were definitely helping me. But we get in the pool, and he's definitely starting to get, like, touchy. Like, I don't know what to do, because I'm like, I don't really want to, like, touch you, and, but, yeah, it was fine. Again, I, like, drank, like, 2 margaritas.
But they're, like, good drinks there.
Yeah, they're good drinks, and I was like, okay, I need to just be, downing some alcohol to get me through this. Conversation was actually fine, though. And then we go back to my apartment, stupid... For women, do not do that. Like, literally, I need to never let a man who I'm not, like... Dating into my apartment. Yeah.
And I agree, I'm not doing that ever again. Unless we're dating, you cannot come and step foot in my apartment. Yeah. Even just to grab something, no.
Yeah. I need to be smarter. But he didn't have a car. I had to change. We were going to dinner. So I had to go home and, like, get ready. So
and it would have been kind of a whole to-do to, like... Go home, pick them back up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So he comes back to my apartment. He waits. He's fine. Like, I'm getting ready. I put on my red dress.
Ooh, it's a good one.
It's a good one.
Do you freak out?
Yeah.
He's like, you actually are the literal love of my life. You're the mother of my future children. Already has a daughter.
Yeah, literally, I think that's, like, what he was thinking. But he sees me, and, like, I was, like, finishing getting ready, and I was, like, looking in the mirror, and then he comes over, and then he just, like, he grabs me and starts kissing me. And again, I was, like, drinking, so it's fine.
Yeah, you're like, whatever.
I'm fine, yeah. It wasn't bad. It's just there wasn't chemistry and I wasn't attracted to the man. So whatever. We go to dinner. I'm still drinking. And I don't drink that much. So I'm just like,
still drinking.
I need food. I need wine. We're good. Then we go to a drugstore. He buys me some flowers. He's really sweet. We got chocolate, whatever. We go back to my place. We watch some TV, and then some other things evolve. And it was not. It was, like...
Terrible, really.
Yeah, like, I was, like, pushing him off of me. I'm like, nope. I did put up a lot of boundaries.
Yeah,
I did.
good.
But he just... Yeah.
I feel like... Okay, but what is the craziest thing about all of that isn't even that weekend to me. It's his response after the weekend and you hadn't talked. In probably a month. April to May. Yeah, okay, so middle of May, Arthur's like trying to win me back because I sort of had broken up. A soft breakup that week where I was like, we weren't dating, we weren't not dating. He's involved in my life, so I didn't really want to cut it off completely. So we were in a weird spot, and then he did his big one to win me back. Okay, and then once he felt like he had won me back, then didn't care anymore. Yeah. Classic. Yeah. But in that process, he says, do you and Taylor want to come to Boston to see me? Yeah. Not to see him, really for obviously me to see him, and then I was like, and then he was like, Taylor can come, and it'll be really fun, and we'll go to like the games or do the Boston things, which honestly kind of a bummer. It would have been fun, but I would have wasted a whole another 2 months of my life, and time is money. Anyway, so then obviously Ernie is in the vicinity.
Yeah, and he knows that we're potentially coming.
This happened really fast. It was in the span of like an hour. Yeah. And then he's acting like you guys are dating. Yeah. Did you guys even talk?
No.
In the meantime?
No. So this man was throughout, I guess in a month span, he texts me here and there, and he would send me some photos and stuff. And he wanted to plan a trip to Italy and Greece because he knows that I want to go there. So that's kind of wild because it's
I would have honestly stayed with Arthur if he had the initiative Ernie did.
Yeah.
He could build a man.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, then, so when this whole Boston thing comes up, I am kind of seeing another man, and I tell...
The one who told you you're a dumb idiot.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I clearly have a great picker.
The one who disgusted you was encroaching upon the one who thinks you're an idiot. What's a girl to do?
Oh my gosh, I have so many great options. Anyways, so seeing another man, and Ernie wants me to come to Boston. I tell him, like, hey, I'm seeing somebody, out of all, like, due respect to him, really can't be, because he sends me out of the blue a kissy face, and I don't respond. Because I'm like, what is a kissy face? Like,
out of the blue, there
was no conversation. And I'm like, is this an accident? Did you mean to send this to somebody else?
It's not a girl.
Like, I'm so confused. And then he texts me back, like, the next day, and he's like, not a fan of the kissy face. Noted. And I'm like, I'm sorry. What am I supposed to take from that?
You sent, like, 6 hearts back. You're like, kiss, kiss, kiss.
Yeah,
heart,
I love you.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I texted him and I said I was seeing somebody, I wanted to respect him, and then everything else just kind of, he was like, you know, so he was so respectful about, like,
he's a great guy.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah, he is so nice. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, you know, he understood. But then that got back to your
Arthur.
man, and he was really bothered.
So mad. So mad. What did he say? Oh, did I send you the screenshots of the text? I don't think so. Because I'm not going to scroll back in our text
No,
messages.
I think you just told me over the, like, phone. But, yeah, didn't he just say, like...
Oh, I want to know exactly what he said. What, like, could I type in my phone to see?
Well, he thought that I was going to, like, ditch you for Italy. Like, in Italy. And...
Wait, when did this happen? I'm, like, kind of committed to finding this. When would this date have been? Do you have the text from Ernie? Oh, it was when he was in Switzerland. So, it was somewhere around here.
From Ernie. Yeah,
I, like, have to find this. I want to tell our 3 followers.
yeah, it was so interesting. I'm trying to find it, too, because I
can't remember if it was was it before May 16th?
Let me see. May 18th is when he sent me the kissy face.
Okay, so it's like, so I'm a little bit too far back. May 18th.
Oh, so May 21st is when he said not a fan of the kissy face, and then I said...
Was it May 21st then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure the listeners are having a lot of fun listening to this silence, but...
We can, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this was when it was first starting. Then at first he was like, there's horny men and then there's Italian men. Like, he's like getting upset. He's like...
Oh yeah, to preface it, we are planning a trip to Italy.
Yeah, and then he asks for your Taylor's like date of birth and her first and last name and her birthday to buy the plane tickets. So he's buying the plane tickets. And then... Imagine he was listening to this. Okay, so he texts me. He hadn't messaged me all day. On Thursday at 4:34. I mean, we're really getting serious about this. Hey, period. So, 4 O's. It's out of the Boston. Oh.
Ernie.
Is out of the Boston weekend. I said, haha, he could still come. He just won't be getting any ass, is what I said.
He was never getting any ass.
And he said, yeah, I guess he said, quote, hey, did you hear Taylor was seeing someone, quote. I was like, quote, no, I don't know, end quote. They said, honestly, I didn't really know they were officially dating, but Taylor did tell me today that they're, boyfriend and girlfriend. Then he goes, who? Question mark. Okay, so let's revisit this really quick. Just so all listeners understand. I said, honestly, I didn't really know they were officially dating. But Taylor did tell me today that he is her, she is his actual girlfriend. Referencing, what's his name? What's his code name?
Jay.
Jay. Referencing Jay. The one who thinks Taylor's stupid.
Yes.
Okay? He says, who? Okay, makes no sense, right? Makes no sense. Does that, what would you even think he's talking about?
No, he's getting...
He's not making any sense.
He's thinking fire dating, but we're not.
And I said, no, she's not dating LOL. His name is Jay. And he goes, the old guy? And I said, old guy, question mark. He said, okay, so I'm crazy now. You never told me about an older guy from her church. Forget it.
That's my
And
friend.
I said, oh, you're talking about Philip. He's
so
old. He's old. No, he's 65 and she's not dating him. Jay's a different guy. She met him recently. He's 35, I think. He doesn't respond until the next morning. Okay, we're texting at 5 p.m., so he ignores me. He's very avoidant. I'm just airing this man out to dry. So bad. And he goes, now, since Taylor has an official boyfriend, I assume you're coming to Boston alone. I said, I'll talk to her about it. I'm sure her boyfriend wouldn't like another man buying her flights.
Well, he couldn't afford it himself.
He's low-key unemployed.
Literally.
On the low, doesn't have a job.
This is so good. This whole thing.
So then, wait, why were we even talking about this? Oh yeah, oh my god. I need to go back and edit this and take this out. I wonder if I can Command F, his name and just take it out. Or does it really matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, Ernie is mad. Mm-hmm. Arthur's mad. Why is everyone mad?
I didn't know that I had to,
disclose this information. Right. I didn't know that needed to happen either. So anyway, it doesn't matter now because we don't talk to them anymore.
Yeah. And praise God.
If you told you don't talk to them anymore, he would literally be like, I told you so.
Oh my gosh.
It'd be so funny. It'd be the best day of his life.
Yeah, he doesn't need to know anything about my life though, so... And he will never find this podcast, hopefully.
I think that about sums it up.
I think so too.
We were going to talk about cystic acne and
hormones, getting skinny, glow ups. But we can do that next episode.
Yeah.
But this was a very good episode on our dating history. So if anyone wants to move to South Florida
and date us, it'll be super fun. It'll be fun because, one, you'll get to date us.
Yeah.
Enough said. And we'll talk all about it on our podcast for the whole world to hear.
For the whole 3 people to hear.
Yeah. Maybe one day, my hopes for this is one day it blows up and then this becomes a problem.
I agree.
That would be a dream.
All of our exes and men that we've dated are going to be knocking down our door.
I hope I get a rage text. I actually don't want to manifest. I don't want to manifest that, but it would at least mean somebody's listening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is amazing.
Okay. Goodbye.